However, there aren't many sources on why some candidates get a low score in their test. Hi there, this is Teacher Casey from IELTS Trainer Pro. The internet is full of tips and tricks on how to get a high score in your IELTS test. However, there aren't many sources on why some candidates get a low score in their test. In our future video, we are going to share ways for you to achieve your target score. As a starter, it is very important for us to know the reasons why some candidates do poorly in their IELTS test. We asked some of the candidates why they think that they got a low score. And here are some reasons. First, we have here the candidate did not know much about the topic, and probably he doesn't know the difference between an apartment and a house, and that made him hesitate when he was answering. Secondly, some candidates would say that they committed several grammar errors and that made them self-correct many times. Next one, the candidate was very nervous and he could not clearly express his ideas, and we already know what that means. And number fourth one, we have here the candidate had a very poor pronunciation and a strong accent of his first language. And the most popular one would be the examiner was very serious and he never smiled. And which one do you think is the main reason why these candidates did not get their score in the speaking test? Well, the main reason why is that they did not fully understand how the IELTS speaking test is scored. How do they score your speaking test? Candidates are scored according to their language ability. And how do they know your language ability? Well, they use this criteria. We have here your fluency and coherence. This lets the examiner know if you could speak at length or your ideas are well developed. And we have here your lexical resource, or what we also know as your vocabulary. Thirdly, we have here your grammatical range and accuracy. This lets them know how well you construct your sentences, your complex and simple sentences. And lastly, your pronunciation. This is when they would know if you could pronounce certain sounds and you could be clearly understood. To further understand this criteria, we interviewed two candidates a common question in part 1. So you could also answer this question while you're sitting there, and here's a question. Tell me about your hometown. Let's listen to candidate A first.
My hometown is Hida, Takayama. It is in Japan. People are very kind and helpful. There are many old buildings and temples there.
Okay, how about candidate B?
Well, I was born and raised in Hida, Takayama, Japan. This place is also known as Little Kyoto because, like Kyoto, we have an abundance of shrines, temples, and picturesque 18th century buildings.
Although candidate A and candidate B had the same ideas, they expressed it differently. So let's check out the differences. Although candidate A was able to correctly answer the question, she gave us the name of her hometown, what people are like in her hometown, and what we could see in her hometown. However, she wasn't able to fully demonstrate her language ability. Unlike candidate B, who actually used a good cohesive device, or what we call a connecting word. Born and raised, which is a good collocation, she was able to construct a good complex sentence and added descriptive words to mention more about her hometown. So definitely candidate B will get a higher score, candidate A will get a low score. If you're preparing for your IELTS speaking test, you have to remember what they do or how they actually assess you. And you have to keep in mind that it is your language ability that they are assessing, not the information that you provide. So if you're interested in enrolling in one of our classes, click the link in the description box, click like for this video, and subscribe in this YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell for more useful videos like this. Bye!